want that. We want to grow and we want to evolve and want to be a better person, but honestly, it starts with unlearning the person that you were taught to be. Fix this camera view. This is not looking how. I know it's dark, but I at least want the camera to look. I don't know. This angle just gonna have to do. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Nye. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's very dark in this video, but it's okay because I'm not feeling the whole set up the studio lights and make it super bright in here. It's really late. It's 9:15, and I'm about to do what I normally do off camera, which is play around with some art and like basically sometimes I like to get out my astrology books and like look at different ways that I can interpret my birth chart. I'm really into trying to understand my actual birth chart, you guys. Like, it's just so much to learn. I feel like once you get into astrology, you're always going to be constantly trying to learn something or understand something, or like there's just so much to know. Okay, so here's what I have in front of me. I got a blank chart that I normally use and like fill in with my birth chart information, and I also keep this like bag full of colorful markers, pens, Sharpies, all that stuff because I like to make things colorful. And of course I got my crystals in front of me, 2 amethyst crystals, and I have my study material. So I have this book that I absolutely love. It's a complete book of astrology, the easy way to learn astrology. It makes it super like easy to understand if you're not if you're like new to studying astrology. This book just goes through everything. I mean, it breaks it down as if you have no idea what even astrology is. So I like this book a lot. Oh, and it also has interpretations in here. So it'll break down what all of the house systems are, what the houses mean, and then it even gives you like interpretations, like examples. So it gives you interpretations of ways that you can actually like break down your houses and planets so that you can understand it better. And I like that because like I said, it's just a constant search for knowledge when you're studying astrology. And then I have this book that I'm sharing with my sister right now. It's Parker's Astrology by Julia Ann and Derek Parker. This is a really old book, as you can see, but this is a newer version of this book, but this book goes through everything that you could possibly need to know about astrology. I mean, every single aspect, every single house, even has the astrological tables. I think it starts off by going through each sign and like breaking down every ascendant sign. Like, see, we have the ascendant, each of the houses, how to actually calculate your own birth chart. Yeah, this book is the truth. So I used these 2 books to you know, help me understand what it is that I'm looking at on my chart, because as interested as I am in astrology, it's just so much to know. So anyway, to break down what I'm about to do, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my birth chart, write all of my placements in, and then make it colorful and pretty. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you guys, obviously. It's a sit down type of video, or visual diary, as I'm going to start calling them, just when I get on here, kind of talk to you guys about anything. It could be literally anything. I'm trying to get more comfortable just expressing the things that you guys don't actually know about me, or I don't really come onto this channel and share. And also to hold myself accountable to being consistent. Something I like to do is just be creative and not just be entrepreneur. I have so many different talents and hobbies and things that I do that you guys may not know about, or I don't really share on this channel. So one of them, like I said, is studying astrology. So you guys are kind of do that with me. And then I think this would be a good way to start getting some other topics introduced to the channel, because I have been, like I said, trying to rebrand my business and just start doing things differently, evolve, grow, share my journey. And all of those things involve me actually putting myself out there and not being afraid to share my experiences with you guys. So hopefully this will inspire somebody to actually feel confident getting on camera and getting on YouTube and doing their own, you know, vlogs and stuff like that. But for me, this is going to be like my safe space. This is going to be my visual diary. And I think that you guys are into some of the things that I like, and hopefully we can just like bounce ideas off each other and have an open dialogue talking about things that like I said, you may not be able to talk to people in your personal life about, just because when you're talking to people in your personal life, they might be judgy or might not feel like you, they just feel like they don't really know who this person or who this version of you is. On this channel, we are constantly focused on growing, evolving, and changing. So there is no stagnant, stale, or who was that me yesterday? Because yesterday, I don't even know her. Welcome to New Me Today. And let's go ahead and I'm going to just start doing this. Something else that I wanted to do on the channel, but I wasn't sure if anybody would be interested in it. So let me know also. A sip and paint type of vibe, topics or things y'all want to talk about in the comments. And as you can see on the wall back there, those are some paintings that I painted, but I don't really sit and paint as much as I would like to. So I was thinking maybe I could start doing that here as well. So comment down below if you want to do like those type of vibes. That's something else that I would. The topic I guess that I want to talk about is getting out of your own way. Alright? Getting out of your own way. I think this year for me, I really learned that the only thing that's holding me back is me. If you did watch the video of me I was taking out my hair on camera, taking out them braids I had in, and I was kind of talking about the things that I feel were holding me back and how I plan to like grow from those things, and things that were keeping me in that stagnant, negative, just like depressive type of energy, and trying to hold myself accountable for putting myself in some of those positions. You know, some of the things that we go through are not necessarily like anybody else's fault other than your own, because you are in control of everything that you are in control of. That includes the people that you surround yourself with. That includes the type of things that you are looking at, the type of information that you are consuming, the things that you eat, where you go, who you're around, the where you live, everything in your life you're in control of to some point, okay? Or to some extent. So what I've realized is that I am literally my own competition. I'm the only thing that's holding me back. That seems like it's something that we should all know, but when I started visualizing the life that I wanted and actually going after it and almost getting there, like I almost got exactly where it was that I was trying to go, you guys. I was this close. Like, not to say that I'm not still working towards it, but the visual that I had in my mind, that vision board mindset, that those things that you're looking at, you're saying, I want that, I want to have this is what I want my life to look like, this is the woman that I want to become, this is how disciplined that I want to be. I was pretty much there, okay? I had nothing stopping me, no distractions, nothing to like cloud my mind from focusing on that goal, or nothing to be in the way. And then I got in my own way. I started to hold myself back. I started to put myself in positions that were not beneficial to me, continuing on my journey and not helping me to evolve in any kind of way. Everything is a process. Everything is something that you're learning and going through. And most of the things that we go through, hopefully we use them as lessons to learn from. You know, getting in my head. I was too much in my head. I was letting the negative thoughts cloud my vision. And that's where I messed up. Yeah, so I started to let the negative thoughts come in and take over in a way. And something that I want to start to do this year is to stop getting in my own way. I know the path that I'm on. I know where I want to be in my life. I know the type of woman that I want to be. I know the type of people that I want. My camera literally just died in the middle of me talking. That was rude. But yeah, I'm getting out of my own way. I'm going to start to do more journaling. I know you guys have seen people talk about how journaling and manifestation has helped them to build the dream life that they wanted, or helped them to obtain things that they've been thinking about or having on their mind for a long time. And in reality, manifestation and journaling are very, very helpful. I've done journaling since I was in high school, and to be real with you, most of the things I wrote down in my journal, and I look back today, I'm like, wow, I actually said that I wanted that and I have it. So another thing that's going to help me to get out of my own way is to take more appreciation for the things that I do have. Be more grateful for where I am in life. I could be doing better. I would just start to focus on the things that I were doing or was doing in the past that got me to a place where I'm not doing as well as I wanted to be doing today. And I was so kindly reminded today that everything is a lesson. Everyone goes through things. And as many times as I say this, it's not always easy to put those things into practice. Like, I know this, I understand that everything is a lesson, everything is something that you can grow from and learn from, but when you're actually in it at that moment, it's so hard. It can be hard to snap out of it unless you just do it. And again, I was so kindly reminded today that my circumstances or my situation is not anything that no one else has gone through. So I am making it a point to stop putting myself. I'm going to stop placing such high expectations on myself. I think I'm my biggest critic. I really am my biggest competition, because I will compare myself to myself so hard that it's almost like I'm judging. I judge myself like, girl, you knew better than that. Now why would you go and do that? But here's what I'm going to start doing. Instead of talking down on myself, what I'm going to start to do is, instead of comparing all the things that I should have been doing or comparing myself to my past self, I'm going to have to just start taking everything as a lesson to grow from. That way, I know I'm constantly improving. I'm really big on self-development, but I'm not holding myself in the past. I don't want to keep myself locked in the past. So basically what I'm saying is, stop holding yourself back. Stop telling yourself that you could have been doing this or you should have been doing that, or here's where you wanted to be and you're not there. Start saying, I am grateful for where I am today, because at some point in your life, where you are today is something that you wish for or something that you hope to be in, or you, like I said, you manifested it or whatever. Like, just be more appreciative and thank the universe, thank your God, thank spirit, thank whatever it is that you look up to for where you are today. And I promise you, the way that those negative thoughts can come in just as quickly, your positive thoughts will come in and they will take over. That is going to be the life that you are living in, because you're saying those things to yourself. You are affirming, I am successful. I'm going to make 6 figures this year. I am in abundance and I am living my dream lives. I am my dream woman. You know what I mean? So every day I need to really, really, really intentionally write down my affirmations and get out of my own way. I just need to get out of my own way and acknowledge my feelings, but don't stay in them. Don't let them hold me back. Don't let my past self or the things that I was doing in my past cloud the person that I'm trying to become in the future. It's one thing to look at yourself and want to grow from those experiences, but it's another thing to keep reliving those experiences in your head. And that's just something that I've been doing since forever. I'm always stuck in my thoughts. I can't seem to get out of my head. If I could get out of my head and stop overthinking, overanalyzing. Okay, so since we're talking about emotions and like how I navigate my emotions and stuff like that, here's a good time for me to turn into my little book, and I'm going to read something to you guys and put it on the screen, talking about your moon sign, because your moon sign is how you understand, or how your emotions, how you feel your emotions, express your emotions. So the moon represents your emotional energy, conscious mind, and habits. It's your comfort zone, what makes you feel content and secure, and how you react emotionally and share yourself with others in various situations and relationships. The moon is also associated with home and family, domestic urge, your mother, and childhood. Lunar energy is changeable and diverse, ranging from impulsive or nurturing to creative, outgoing, or reserved, depending on the moon sign. This is why some people need continual reassurance and others are bold and confident, freely expressing their emotions. You can observe this on a daily basis. No 2 days are exactly alike, just like no two people or signs are exactly alike. On some days, people are smiling and upbeat. On others, they're testy, quiet, tense, talkative, or industrious. Much of this is related to the day's moon sign. So it's easy to see astrology in action if you're observant. That's why I pay attention every day to what position or what sign the moon is in, because yes, your moon is in a sign, but then the moon changes every single night. The moon goes through phases, and so whatever sign the moon is in is also going to affect your emotions. So it's really, really deep. It gets deep. I'm not going to go into everyone's moon sign, but if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments, because I can do a video explaining. Okay, but I will read just a little piece of what my moon sign is, so that I can explain the next thing that I'm about to talk about. But anyway, so your moods are changeable and you withdraw when upset. If you guys watched that video where I was taking out my braids, go watch that video, because this is literally exactly what I was talking about. I was saying, when I am upset or I'm going through something, I literally go into hermit mode. I put myself in this shell, literally, which explains my moon, because it's in Cancer, the crab, hermit mode. withdrawing, tucking yourself away, don't want nobody to look at you, don't want to be seen. That's literally how I handle my upset emotions, which is honestly, it's annoying because that's the time we need to be reaching out to people and talking to people, but I just can't for some reason. So that's why I'm doing this visual diary. I'm expressing, being more vulnerable and expressing my emotions freely. Anyway, security is a state of mind as such as it is with money in the bank. Many people with the Cancer moon are excellent cooks and all strive for domestic tranquility in a warm, welcoming home. That is just saying a lot in itself. That's why I'm a homebody. That's why I really, really take care of my house, and I want to have my home feel a certain type of way because I work from home, I cook, teach from home, I'm in my home. I embody the energy of being a homebody. So, with that, part of me doing this visual diary is to get myself more comfortable with expressing my emotions, honoring my emotions, and being more open, because I will go hide and I will not talk and I will shut down and I will block the people that I need to be talking to about these things out of my world, because I don't want to seem like I'm just, you know, rambling or complaining, or I don't know. It's a whole lot, but like I said, get out of my own way. Someone could be offering me some help and I'll go into it thinking, oh, they're going to judge me, they're going to think that I'm weak, or they're going to look at me a certain type of way. Why would you even say that? Why would you put that out there into the air? Everything you say can manifest. Just like we're manifesting positive things, if you think or say things that are negative, the same thing can happen. It's the law of attraction. You put something out, it's just how it works. So I need to get out of my own way and stop predetermining that something is going to, or someone is going to see me a certain type of way or feel a certain type of way. And also stop, also, as much as I like to put myself in the public eye and get up here on YouTube and make content and stuff like that, I should be open to being as vulnerable as I want to be, but not really caring. I don't want to say like not caring about, but really like not caring about how people perceive me or how my energy is perceived or what people may think when they're seeing something that I'm doing, because those are the type of things that I will take and I will, you know, I will internalize them and they will affect the way that I do my next thing or how I'm thinking about doing my next thing. It's the smallest things that could kill or shift my energy from being. I was so confident about going into that, but then the way that they looked, the way that they commented, the thing that they said, like now I'm questioning everything that it is that I was doing. I was confident about it before. I don't know why I do these type of things, but get out of your own way. Like, nah, there's no one looking, there's no one judging you 9 times out of 10. There's no one out there that opinion really matters that much. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can shift the camera angle for you guys now that I'm about to start doing some colors. Alright, so I basically got like all my planets, my signs placed around the wheel, and I got all the planets and stuff placed where they're supposed to be. Now I'm about to get my colors out and make this look really pretty. Also just had to grab a blanket because it's getting really cold by this window so I'm sitting by. But while I'm coloring this, there is one more thing that I want to talk about really quick. I know I kind of be just talking, like I always say this. I feel like I just be rambling a little bit, but like I said before, my mind kind of jumps from one subject to the next, and that is just how I just be going with the flow. But anyway, the last thing that I need to say is using astrology and really taking my spirituality seriously is helping me to unprogram my mind. I know that sounds crazy when I say it, or to me it sounds crazy when you say it, like unprogram your mind. Like most people are going to go, I'm not programmed. I'm not. What do you mean programmed? Like, yes, you guys, most of us are programmed, even if it's in the simplest way. Your parents raise you to be a certain individual in the world, and you grow up with those. This is the person I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to go to school, go to college, work a 9 to 5, work in the medical field. I'm supposed to be a doctor. I'm supposed to have 2 kids, a dog, a house with a white picket fence, and a husband by 25. Stuff like that. Like, that's what I mean by programming. We have been taught to behave in a certain way in a society and be a certain person and be around a certain type of energy or live in a certain type of city or environment, whatever the case may be. Using my spirit, like being on this spiritual journey is teaching me to like unlearn everything. That's where it starts. It's not just saying, okay, you have to be super positive, you have to be happier, you have to be happier, you have to shift your way of thinking, and all of these things are things that obviously is good. Like we want that. We want to grow and we want to evolve and want to be a better person, but honestly, it starts with unlearning the person that you were taught to be your entire life, just based on what society's social standards, pressures are, what your parents may have taught you, what you may have been learning from, consuming large amounts of social media for a certain amount of time. All those things are what I mean when I say like unlearn and unprogram your mind. So one of the things that I unlearned or had to unprogram is that there is no like time limit to when you're supposed to have something done, or there's no real clock on your life. Like, you do things when they happen for you, and whatever's meant for you will happen for you when it's meant for you and at the right time that it's meant for you. There is a such thing as divine alignment and divine timing. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't be following no one else's clock or their journey and thinking, okay, well, she's already married, I'm supposed to be married by now. Obviously, that's not what God's plan is for you. So don't question it, and don't feel discouraged, or don't feel like you're not doing what's best for you, because if it was meant for you, you would have that. Now, obviously, you can shift your life to be in alignment if that's what you want, and you can manifest certain things if that's what you want. But if you haven't been, it's because, like I said, either you're not focused on it, or it's just that's not the right path for you. That's not what God is intended for you. So I had to like unlearn that it's not a race. There's not a race to get to a certain level in my career or in my entrepreneur journey. Just because I'm not at 100,000 subscribers already, that's not to say that I'm not growing, or I'm not still actively trying to grow this channel and still trying to be a successful YouTuber and still trying to be a good content creator. That's not to say that at all. It's just I have to put myself in the space where I'm thinking about I gotta put myself in a space where I'm more focused on where I am, honoring where I am, and then being appreciative for where I have come so far. So unprogramming, relearning, all those things are things that I've been trying to do. And it's not easy, you guys. I'm not just saying this because I want to be saying it. I'm saying it because when I started to realize how many things I was actually doing that weren't making me happy, like things that I was doing that weren't truly serving me. I was doing it because I was taught to do them, or it's a learned behavior, or something that I thought that I was supposed to be doing. The amount of things in my life that I had to cut back on just based off that alone was shocking to me. You kind of send yourself into like I said, a deep dive. I always tell myself that I am constantly on a journey to figure out what it is that truly satisfies my soul and what makes me feel the most content in my life. Because it's my life. It doesn't matter who's in my life, but this is my life. You know what I mean? I got to be happy with what it is I'm doing for myself. So, start there. Focus on what is serving you. Like, you have to go down the list of things like your family, your friends, your job, your hobbies, your living situation, all those things. Go down that list. Is this serving my highest good? Is this what I want to be doing? Is this making me happy? Can I cut this out of my life? Can I change? Or what is it that I'm not? What is it that's filling me, that's making me feel fulfilled in my life? Because the second you start to actually acknowledge those things and cut some of those things out, you are reprogramming your mind, and you are aligning yourself with the things that are going to make you your best self. So, like I said in my last video, there were some people in my life that I just feel like weren't really contributing to my growth in any way, or not in any way, but they weren't at the position that I am in my life. Those people couldn't come with me to where I am or where I'm going, because they just either didn't see me for who I was becoming, or didn't it wasn't meant to be. So I am finally adding some color to this chart, and it's looking good. I'm satisfied with the colors. I need to get like more colorful pens and stuff. Like when I'm journaling and stuff, I don't like to just write in black or write in a pencil, because I feel like it's boring. I like to have a lot of color, and I want my pages to look really pretty when I look at them. But I just got some color on here, and I actually think that I'm going to stop right here for right now, and go over there to my computer because there's a video that I was just telling y'all about. There's a video that I just got uploaded. It's the chit chat with me video that I was telling you guys about, where I was doing my hair and, you know, taking my braids out. I need to go ahead and like set this up in YouTube and get it uploaded for tomorrow. This thing say 110 minutes. Oh Lord, baby. It's taking so long. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'm gonna close this video out because I'm gonna do that real quick and then close this video. It is chilly in here. Check the heat. Like, why is it so cold? Why is it so cold? Yeah, it's chilly in here. But I need to get that video published and premiere for tomorrow so that I can be done with work for the night and actually enjoy what it is that I'm doing right now. Yeah, so this video was my first visual diary, as I'm gonna call them, of many, because I do plan to do more, especially if you guys enjoyed this, especially if you guys like this type of stuff. But like I said in this video, I have to, if I like it and it makes me feel good, I have to just do it for me, because I can't always worry about what other people are going to think. Otherwise, I'm not honoring my true self, and I'm not honoring myself. So I really like this. For some reason, just doing stuff like this is actually therapeutic for me, because if y'all can't tell already, I'm a talker. I love to talk. I like to talk about things that matter to me, things that are important to me. And I like talking to people that I feel like are gonna get it. So visual diary or vlog number 1, whatever I'm gonna call this, let me know down below in the comments if you guys enjoyed this. So it will help me to feel more confident and feel more comfortable doing things like this. But I already am stepping out of my comfort zone. 2023, I'm going to be a completely different individual, okay? It's going to be 2023, I'm going to be doing more things for me, with me in mind. Me. As selfish as it may sound, this over people pleasing and over satisfying, you're overdoing things for other people to make sure that other people feel good about what you're doing for yourself is, cut that. Just every time I think about doing something for somebody else, I want to think about, what have I done for myself first? Have I done anything that I actually enjoy, or have I done things to give myself energy or give energy to myself? How have I loved myself? How have I devoted time just for me? That's what's going to help me to stay on my path, and that's just going to make me feel like I'm not doing too much for other people all the time, because that's draining, and there's other places that I can be putting my energy, like myself. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed this type of video, let me know below in the comments. And if anybody else is going through similar things or just resonated with anybody, just feel free to tell me anything in the comments. It's a safe space, you guys. I mean, really just say whatever it is that you need to say, okay? Part of this journey is about connecting with people who have like minds and who will understand the place that I'm coming from. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video and get started fixing up this video for YouTube, and you guys will see this video of me taking my braids out and chit-chatting about my spiritual journey, all of that, etc. The last thing that I'm going to do before I finish my night off is finish editing finish drawing on birth chart and getting that like pretty, making it make sense of it. I'm going to do some meditation, I'm going to do my yoga, and then I'm going to get to bed. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this very open, very vulnerable visual diary, visual entry, visual vlog, whatever you want to call it. And I will see you guys in the next one.